Hey, this is Batman. This here is the podcast for moms in network marketing. And not just any network marketing, specifically the weight loss and health and wellness space. And these moms, they are in it to help people and change lives with products that they believe in, services as well. And they're building up their business part-time and doing it without being pushy, without bugging their friends and family. And your host is this Coach Spiegel guy, and he is going to teach you the secrets of attraction-based marketing, which is where people are literally going to get a hold of you, going to show you how people are going to get a hold of you, and they're going to be saying stuff like, I don't care what company you're with, here's my money, sign me up, I'm ready to join. So without further ado, let's get to the secrets. How was that? Was that pretty good? Did I do pretty good? Yeah, you did pretty good, Batman. Thank you. I was trying pretty hard. I was super nervous. I knew you'd do well, Batman. You're really cool like that. And good luck with the Justice League. Looks like you got your hands full battling those bad guys there. I know, but I don't know if it's going to go pretty good or not. It's going to go great, Batman. Don't worry. You got this. I got this? Yes, you got this. Okay, thanks, Coach Spiegel. Can I get a high five? Yes, you can get a high five. Put it up here, Batman. All right. And you, listener, good luck with that. So there I was, Mob Warrior. I just opened up my trunks arrived, and by trunks I mean half of a Speedo arrived in the mail in a box, and I opened it up, and it was this skimpiest thing I've ever seen. Take typical guy's underwear, briefs, not boxers, briefs, and take about 90% of that, and that's what was there. Nice, shiny blue. Very, very flashy. And all of a sudden the image of me standing on stage wearing just this entered my tired brain. This is what I was going to be seen in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people. Oh my gosh. My heart started beating really fast. Boom, 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 boom. I started hyperventilating. I don't think I can do it. I can't do it. No way. I went to the bathroom. I tried it on a little bit. Just me, looking at myself in the mirror. Freaked out even more. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. This is about a month before the big day, before the big show day. About a year to this, I became a personal trainer for the first times through a very difficult process, a very tough process, where I had to face every single one of my fears. In order to become a personal trainer, I had to talk to really high up people. I had to approach random strangers, but I wanted to become a personal trainer so bad. It didn't matter. I had to go through this basic training like internship where I had to complete all these projects. I had to talk to strangers. I had all my fears of rejection, all my fears of talking to authority figures, all of that, just to become a personal trainer. But I did it, and it was totally worth it. My first client right out of the gate was actually not quite a client at all. She was my sister, and she had herself a nice little bodybuilding show coming up. She was about 35 years old, 36 years old, and it was always her dream to stand up and do a bodybuilding show. It was always one of her dreams. She was in awe of those people that could get up there on stage and do that. And she's like, I want to experience that. I want to have that for myself. And so she did it. Despite running a full-time company, despite having all sorts of family, she did it. The problem was, she needed a trainer to show her the way. She needed a coach. And I was a newly minted personal trainer right out of the gate. I didn't know much about the world of bodybuilding, but I knew this was my passion. I knew this is what I was supposed to do. So then I just dove right in, learned all I could, possibly what I could, and I trained her, teach her. It was pretty simple. Bodybuilding workouts are quite boring, And so it wasn't anything too difficult. And I had a very solid base of working out and losing 80 pounds on my own of how to work out, how to eat right, how to build up willpower towards that. So that was a year ago. My sister all the while was like, you should do this show with me. You should do this show with me. And immediately the fear cropped up. Oh my gosh. Here is a kid, grew up fat his whole life. Going for swimming, he would avoid swimming like the plague. He would avoid anything where skin is going to be shown. And even when it comes to long, short sleeve shirts, he would always wear long sleeves whenever possible. He's going to show his arms too much, show too much skin. Very, very insecure, very, very awkward, very, very uncomfortable. Grew up a fat, chubby kid his whole life. And came time to, if he did have to go swimming, and he was one of those kids that wore a shirt when he was swimming. Because he didn't want everybody to see his rolls. His biggest fear in grade school was when your children are forced, I do believe it was 6th or 7th grade, we were forced in swimming lessons. Forced into it. It was like a straight up class. And he wished he wasn't so fat. Wished he wasn't so chubby. And all of a sudden he was like, oh my gosh, all the girls are going to see my fat. Oh my gosh. So all those fears that he had now thought he was over, just thinking about being on stage, when his sister asked him, do you want to do a show with me? You should do a show with me. And Mia was like, oh my gosh, I don't think so. It wasn't the diet. He already had stone cold willpower. Did I just switch to third person? I just switched to third person talking to you. How the bleep did that happen? Anyways, so there was, and she was, my sister was like, you should do a show with me. And I was like, oh my gosh, it wasn't the diet that I was worried about. I already was sticking to a very solid diet, but apparently in the bodybuilding world, it wasn't as solid as I thought it was. The current diet that I used to lose about 80 pounds and put on about 30 pounds of muscle, somewhere in there. So it's a kind of new thing on the diet front. And it wasn't even the workouts. I love the workouts. Workouts were my addiction. Nice little healthy addiction. What it was standing on stage, being practically naked, being 99% naked. Pretty much the only thing leaving left of the imagination is my package, hanging that little G-string of an underwear. Oh. But I knew my manager at the time said something that would forever change my life. He says, when you feel that fear, when you feel that uncomfortableness, when you have a choice, when you feel that nervousness, we have a choice. We can either go forward and grow towards whatever it is that's scaring us, or we can stay right where we are and comfortable and slowly die. We're only doing two things in life. We're either growing or we're dying. And the surefire way to die is to let the fear win. Let the comfortableness win. So I knew I had to make a decision. And to be honest with you, I was a little bit of curious, challenged myself. Could I do it? Could I not? It was on my bucket list to do a show. The more and more I thought about it, the more and more that I started training my sister. And she did her show, and she did amazing. She placed third, I do believe, in her class. She did awesome. Really, really, really good. And she looked amazing. And if you want, I'll send you some pictures of her and me. So that was a year ago. So for about 6 months later, I let my mind wrestle on it, and then it finally became the decision. I'm like, that's it. Bleep it. I'm doing it. The very first thing I did was I set that date. Something happens in our brain, Mom Warrior, my misfit Mom Warrior, when we set that date. Something magical happens. It's like the whole universe, the whole world, all the angels, all the spirits, God, Jesus, they all align themselves. They all get on board with you to start conspiring for you, not against you, to accomplish whatever it is when that date is set. So there it was, and I did a very brave thing. I went ahead and I bought those tickets. I bought my license to go and compete in that show. And it wasn't so much the show I was concerned about. It was me being up on that stage and taking that journey, taking that bodybuilding journey. So for about 6 months, ate perfect. 1 cheat meal a week. Worked out just about every single day. 3 times a day, 4 times a day, whichever it was. End of it, it got really, really painful. Really, really tired. And probably like tiredness, like it's just a crushing fatigue. The only thing I guess I could compare it to was when I'm working with moms that are suffering from hypothyroidism. They talk about that crushing fatigue where it's just like you can't get over it. Like the body just can't do nothing. And from what I gathered, the crushing fatigue that I had wasn't even comparable. It was just like, just to get up from the couch and walk to the car was like, you had to give yourself a little pep talk, motivational talk. That's what it was like for this show. And I was about 10th of a person, a trainer for my clients, and still had a full workload. Still, I did all that, and it just takes over your life. But still, I needed to do that. And I think I was ready. By the end of that journey, there's really no way to turn back. To turn back, everybody would know that you're scared. So when you set that date, when you buy those tickets, when you tell everybody about it, they start becoming your cheerleaders. So the reason I'm talking to you this today is there is a project on your calendar. There is something to do, somebody to talk to. Maybe it's straight up building your business. Maybe it's building up your funnel. Maybe it's building up your that training series you're supposed to record. So some sort of project. Maybe it's writing that article. Maybe it is building your website. Maybe it is building that whole entire funnel out from beginning to end, how to turn strangers into buyers. Whichever it is for you, mom warrior, my misfit mom warrior, there's something that's holding you back. There's some sort of fear. And the fear is probably the fear of rejection. For me, it was the fear of me being on stage and me looking very, very unattractive, me looking not hot, me looking fat on stage, me having to face all my fears, like welled up from years of childhood of hiding my body, hiding my skin. There I was, literally on display, practically every inch of me, 99% of me. And it's the coolest thing that happened, though, knowing that date was going to happen, knowing that event was going to happen, is the coolest thing. It was a relative amount of time in the future where I could determine how I was going to look on stage. I could put in the work. I could put in the effort. I could say no to the ice cream, say no to the donuts, say no to the cravings, because I knew it would help me. If I gave in, it would help me look worse for that day. And I basically, for 6 months up to that day, I asked myself a question. Whenever I was tempted by cookies, tempted by pizza, it says, if I eat this, will this help or hurt my results showing up on stage? Will this help me look awesome, amazing, hot as could be, 6-packs on display, pecs on display, bulging biceps, nice veins everywhere? And that's kind of what happens. But it's so cool. I loved it. I had no desire to do it as a profession, to keep going every year after year and try to place first. For me, it was the challenge of it. It was the stepping up and accomplishing something. I'm like, I did that. Nice little cross off the old bucket list, if you will. I did that. My focus was on what I didn't like about bodybuilding was the fact that it was all me. And one of the secrets that I teach you is to, when you're building up your business, your ABM / MLM business, we call it ABM now, Attraction Based Marketing, not MLM, not network marketing. You're building it up. If it's all about you, it's all about, I got to make this much money, I got to do this, you are going to fail. I'm sorry. Very hyper chance, unless you're like super talented right off the gate and you got some like serious fire lit under your butt. Like you have to sell X amount of product to feed your family. Even then, it's not so much about you, is it? Now all of a sudden it's about your family. It's about feeding your kids. It's about feeding your wife. But if you're just doing it because, it'd be nice, it would be convenient. It'd be nice if I had $5,000 arriving in my bank account every month without me having to do anything. Residual income. That would be nice. I think I'll do a little bit of effort to go do that. It doesn't work like that. God designed this world. Jesus, Son of God and all that. However, the universe designed this world. They designed it to make it sure that, to test the people that really want it. to actually put them through trials and tribulations and fall downs and failures. It's how this system was set up to separate the losers from the winners. Nothing against the losers. They're just going to go keep on losing. I don't know about you, but I want to be a winner. I know, and I know a thing or two about you too, Misfit. You as well. So don't make your stuff about yourself. Don't make your business about yourself. Be focused on others. Focus on the end product. And so that's what I did not like about the bodybuilding thing. It was all focused on me. And I had an army of clients that I loved, that I knew I was robbing from. It was selfish of me to keep on with the shows. Even though it was fun, challenging myself. And it was awesome to have a goal to work towards. It was awesome being stood on stage. Oh, so there it was. I knew that it was taken away from my clients. I was less of a trainer for them. I was less of a coach for them. And no longer, it's kind of silly when I am one of the world's most energized trainers, energized coach, energy-full coach. And there it was, and people basically sign up with me because they're like, I just love feeding off your energy. I don't even really learn anything. The workout, is all cool. I just feed off your energy. That just fires me up for the next couple hours. And there was like a zombie, like, let's do this over here. Oh my God, I'm so tired. But I got to fake that I'm not tired. I got to push it, blah, 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 blah. So there it was, about a month later, a month into it, I hit buy on those trunks, on those shorts. And when they arrived in the mail, it was like, oh my gosh, this is real. This is going to happen. Up to that point, it was just me versus the diet versus the workouts. Me versus the posing, practicing the posing. But then the trunks arrived. And then I had to practice in the trunks. And I wanted to give up. I was like, no way, I'm not doing this. No way, I'm not being seen in this. No way, no way, no way. But then I thought of my mentor, my helper that was helping me out with the process, my coach that was training me, helping me, giving me advice. I was thinking about all those people that were supporting me. I was thinking about all those people that every time I saw them, like, hey, you get excited for the show? How's the training going? That's all the questions about. That's what happens when you get ready for a bodybuilding show, is that becomes your life. It's kind of like being pregnant. When you're pregnant, everybody has just ask questions about being pregnant. So I was getting ready for a show, and it changes who you are getting ready for an event like that. Knowing that there's pressures, knowing that there is a cost involved if you don't show up, knowing that there's really only one way to fail, and that way is to not do it at all. I knew if even I stood up on stage and it looked fat and everybody booed and laughed at me, ha, 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 I was up there. And that never happens. That's just like our brain, our fear mechanism that kicks in, that tries to protect us, tries to keep us comfortable, tries to keep us from our greatness. It's the bad guy that's in us. It's the demons that's in us that we have to punch in the face and kick in the balls. So what is holding you back, Mom? Set a date. That's the moral of today's story. Set the date. I knew of when those trunks arrived, that little skimpy Speedo arrived, that was it. And I had a choice at that moment to stop. And if I stopped, I would have to tell everybody why I stopped. There's no lie about it. There's no faking it. There's no I don't think I want to do it anymore. Because they would know. They would know I was a coward. They would know I was a pussy. I don't mean to. Oh, I shouldn't have said that word. I'm sorry. Wrong word. I wish I could go back. You know what I mean, though. I was a coward. I knew that it wasn't. They would know why. They would know that I was a wuss. That I let the fear win. Lesson for you, Momware. Go and set a date for whatever it is that's there. You have no idea where to go when all they taught you is how to bug friends and family to start your business, how to do all that, and you want to automate the process, when you want to build something that's scary, that you could get rejected. Let's say it's a A-plus player that you got a baller, champion, a business owner that you want to approach, but you are super scared to. Set the date. Tell everybody in your downline, hey, I'm scared to set this. I need you to keep me accountable. Your coach, your leader needs a little help. You be vulnerable for a second. You set the date when you're going to do it, and you know that date's coming. Talking to that A-plus player. Or maybe it's building something, building your funnel. It's a whole bunch of stuff that you don't know how to do, but it'd be uncomfortable. I don't know what to do. If your problem is you don't know what to do, that's why I built for you. It's the 5 essentials of attraction-based marketing. 5 steps how to turn strangers into buyers and automate the process. Whether it's recruiters, whether it is recruits, whether it is people buying your product, whatever it is, automate the process, how to turn strangers into buyers, how to build your business, how to brand yourself, all that fun stuff. Go to misfitmomware.com/Katniss. Because you're going to be badass like Katniss. You're going to end up like a badass baller like Katniss. Hold on, I got to take a swig of coffee. Good coffee today. Good coffee. Did you catch the link? It's also in show notes. Go check it out. When you're tired of bugging friends and family and maybe burnt them out, maybe not, but it's not working so good. That's where I teach you. There's a whole world of people out there that are looking for your product, looking for your opportunity, and your job is to go find them. Your job isn't to turn your connections into buyers that don't want to be a buyer, force them into it. Come on, I really need this. I got to make rent this week. My downlines pressure me. You got to do this. I'm near a bonus. I'm near a next rank. I really need your help with this. Oh, yeah. Yuck. Yuck. Or you're just got a challenged by your downline. Challenge! And all you know how to do is blast out Facebook blasts. There's a better way, Mama. Much better way. It's called attraction based marketing. All right, so that's what you do. Maybe essentially what you need is a funnel, Mom. I teach you all about funnels, how that works. Funnels just takes somebody that from a stranger into a buyer, to the customer journey, stranger into a buyer. And they love the process. Not pushy, not salesy at all. They're like happy to sign up. They're like, yes, thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you. I so needed this. I was so looking for this. Yes. And yeah, totally free. I don't know if I told you that. Totally free. The Katniss training. Katniss ABM training. So yeah, set that date and set conditions. Have people hold you accountable. Let your downline know. Let your friends and family know. Everybody that knows that you're in your business, join them in the process. Let's say all your friends and family go on Facebook and say, "Hey, as you know, I'm a rep for Isogenics, and I want to get to the next rank. And I'm not bugging you about this right now. I just need you to, if you're my friend and you want to help me out with this goal of mine, just ask me how it's going each time. I got this goal 2 months. In 2 months, I am going to. Now, your goal is always action-based. It's something that you're going to do. It's not so much a result, like, I'm going to get to the next rank. Make it, like, result-based. Like, I'm going to talk to 100 new prospects. I'm going to prospect 10 people a day for the next 2 months. I'm going to build up my website. I'm going to finalize my funnel. I'm going to practice my funnel. I am going to work on Facebook ads. I'm going to figure out how Facebook ads work. I teach you all that there, too, in the Katniss ABM training. Teach you all about that there. Facebook ads. I am just amazed. Nobody's taught this stuff before with the Facebook marketing. Holy cow. Okay. So, yeah, go to, yeah, you know where to go. Just set the date. Okay? Just set the date. And put conditions. Put for, like, you ask a bunch of people for help. Make it results-based, not so much, action-based, not results. Like your goal, let's say your goal is to graduate college. Say, I'm going to graduate college in 4 years. Like that, yeah, that's a good goal. Like let's say you're training for a marathon. This is better. It's training for a marathon. And your actions that you're helping, needing people to help hold you accountable for it. Your actions are, you're going to practice running every day. You're going to eat the correct foods every day. You set that date and you're going to go and prepare for it. It's the training part of it. It's the actions, okay? Not so much like, I'm going to place first. And if it is results-based, it is like you just accomplishing it. Like, it's done. I did it. I crossed that finish line. I love you, Mom Ware. Miss Mom Ware. You're the future. You have a future of business because you got that love, immense love and care in your heart. And if we are to survive as a business in this world, it's going to be because of you. And I just so love you. I just hurt your face. And can't wait to see the greatness that you are. We'll catch you in the next one. Mwah! Bye. So there I was. I ended up being a minister marrying my sister. I didn't marry her like redneck marry her like that. I meant her and her soon-to-be husband are going to get married. And I was the one conducting the wedding. I was the minister for the wedding. It was all this awesome, fabulous honor. And there it was, and I did up the whole ceremony. I scripted out what was going to happen, and right in the middle of the ceremony, I wanted each other to say to the other person why that they wanted to marry that other person. When it was time to share their vows, I wanted them to share what it is about that other person that they're choosing to marry them. And I talked to my sister about it, and she had no problem. She was about to marry her fiance at the time. His name was Alex, and she had no problem talking about what she loved about him, what she appreciated about him, why she was choosing him to marry. And I got to him, and I asked him, so why are you marrying my sister? Why is this happening? And he looks at me, just dumbfounded, I don't understand the question. I'm like, well, it's kind of like this, Alex. It's this thing called free will. It's this thing called willpower. And think of it as like you line up every girl you've ever met, every girl that you're gonna meet, and of them all, think of it like you're on The Bachelor, and you got your choice of all these girls, and you are picking my sister. Why? Why her? Why not that one over there? Why not the redhead? She's cute. Why my sister? And so he's like, okay, I think I got it. And basically the essence of his vow, the essence of his talkings was that she's convenient. They're both to have a kid together. And it seems like the acceptable thing to do. And right then and there, I knew they were going to have problems. I knew neither one was as invested in the marriage as the other one. Based on the story, you can kind of tell mom which one was more invested in the other one, right? So that, and I had to live with that because I was the minister, and I had the ding, 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 ding going on, and I conducted the vows, I conducted all of that, and I had to, I should have called it right then. I'm like, this marriage isn't happening. I can't, in good conscience, conduct this because I know it's not, I wouldn't say right, but I know that this is my instinct was doing it. But I was a coward. I was fearful. I didn't want to disrupt the marriage. So lo and behold, the marriage did have problems, and my sister is better for it. My sister, in her mind, was probably doing the right thing. This is the question I'm posting to you, Mom Ware. This is what I want to ask you. You're like my sister in this story. You have your choice. Instead of a husband to choose from or a would-be person that you're marrying, you have you're so brilliant. You're so amazing. You're so talented. You're so gifted. You're so loving. You're so caring. And you got so much gifts going on, and you're capable of so much. You can basically... Excuse me. Something in my throat. You can basically do whatever you want with this life of yours. Why MLM? Why network marketing? Are you not aware of the stigma? Are you not aware of the negative connotations going on with people and the outside world as far as our profession? Do they not know that? Why? You're capable of so much. Why MLM? Why this or that? I think I know. I think I understand you. It's because you want to help people. It's because you had a great transformation yourself, and you had an amazing experience, and it turned out really good for you, really good for your loved ones, and that great caring soul, spirit of yours takes over, and you're like, it's not fair that other people aren't experiencing what I'm going through. So I must help them. I must get to them. So you joined up, you signed up, only hasn't gone quite like you intended, quite like your upline promised. Things have happened that you weren't pursuing, that you weren't expecting. You ran into some fears. Stuff felt awkward. Stuff felt probably uncomfortable. Your red flags are going ding, 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 ding. So I believe in you, Mom. I believe in your soul. I believe in your heart. I do believe, like, of all the businesses that you can create, of all the everything that you can do with your life, I applaud your decision to go this MLM route. I applaud your decision to go this network marketing route. I just believe that there's a much better way, and that's called the attraction-based marketing way. That's why I created for you the free ABM course.com. You go there and I'll show you the much better way to get them coming to you, and you're able to follow through on that purpose. You're able to follow through on that promise. You're able to feel good changing those lives and not have it feel icky for being pushy, icky for being salesy, for being like, this feels wrong, but my upline told me to do it. None of that. So go to freeabmcourse.com, get your life rocked there, and without further ado, go with the greatness, with the awesomeness, with the beautifulness that you are. You're the future, Mom Warrior. You are the light in this dark world, and you're supposed to pass on that light to your loved littles and your team, and you're supposed to make the world a better place because you were here. I can't wait to see it. Love you. Love your face. Love your heart. Love everything about you. Bye for now. Mwah.